Peace, peace. Peace, awareness, lessons to Hyrule. I ain't said that greeting so long. Yo, in this segment, I forgot to go in about this yesterday. Uh, Other celebrity names and shit. So I just titled it Barack Obama or Abomination and Barack Obama. Barack Obama name itself is representing the abomination. When you see all this the legalization of homosexuality, and I ain't got nothing against nobody in the LGBTQ community, but when that became legal, it was like a chance it was a chance for people who were in closet or even out closet, but more like zesty type dudes who be like, or not even saying zesty, but they be indoor really they was doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I think they still got that. I think it's a meaning behind that, like when they is, you know what I'm saying? But basically, like, these was the ones who was like started harassing straight men or saying little funny gay stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not this not no hate speech YouTube, educational purposes. Um so Obama signed that, whatever he signed, it made it legal for it made homosexual legalized. He made homosexual legalized. So it just gave a chance for people to, express the LGBT to express themselves, had their own community, had their own civil rights, right? He signed this into law. Now, like, we didn't know this was gonna happen. We didn't know this was well, especially for the adults, because I was in school back then. But still, we supposed to be aware of this shit too. Like, just because we was in school don't mean we aren't supposed to be aware of our community, but it's the way, how everything be, you know what I'm saying? But for the adults, they didn't see this shit coming. They all we seen was the black, you know what I'm saying, the skin tone. So we like, damn, man, we got a black president. We didn't know this shit was gonna happen for 8 years straight, and then homosexuality been legalized all this time. Now, Donald Trump come in for a second term, get kicked out the White House when he won, or some shit, get back in the White House, and sign away LGBT, like y'all, you can't be doing whatever you want to do no more. But I don't know if it was all the rights that got taken away, but as far as like the bathroom, like, even them should be realizing, like, you know what I'm saying? But if some of them not in their right mind, but it is what it is. I don't, like I said, I don't have got nothing against nobody what they do in the bedroom, but on the outskirts in the world, if you got the right to express yourself, then that means you can harass somebody that's straight and they'll feel some type of way. Cause I know I did, for real. When I was down here downtown, like, that was the last time I went to this bar. I'm like, bro, why is this dude up on me like that, bro? I ain't like that. Like, I stayed up out of there because somebody see you by yourself thinking like you vulnerable. Like, bro, I will end your life, bro. So I stayed up out of there, bro. I ain't got nothing against nobody, but don't come pushing your agenda up on me. That made you have more rights, because if I mess you up, I can be going to jail because I'm protecting my manhood. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing that I respect about the op ass Trump. He's an op. But I respect that you didn't want you know what I'm saying? Because we got little innocent children that don't know shit about this shit, but they know naturally what they attach to. Naturally. Prime example, a baby don't read a book. The doctor don't have to tell the baby to go to the mother titty for nutrition. Instead, the doctors or whatever, like the how society is prescribing Similac milk. You know what I'm saying? That's not natural for the baby. They might can digest it and shit it out, but the intelligence is out from the woman is natural for the baby, and the baby is like don't know how to read a book, but knows to latch on to that titty. That's an example of that. But everything is pre-written and predestined. I say this shit a lot. Let me roll my window up, cause that wind kind of getting to me. Everything is pre-written and predestined, right? I didn't go in about the celebrity things yesterday. I don't know if the music finna start playing, so let me. So like we know about 9/11. If you don't know about 9/11, or if you don't, everything came out to when we talking about 9/11, 2001, the so-called terrorist attack, right? But everything came out to a number 11. To the planes, the number of the planes was like one of them was like 74, I think, and the other one was I know 74 flight or 47 or 74, which comes out to 11, and another one, and it came out to 11. And then on that day, it was a 200 something day, and it came out to number 11. The Twin Towers itself, it's like this, which is 1 and 2, number 11, right? Predestined. Although, like, like what I'm in, everything is written, but I feel like shit, like it's they've written this shit themselves. They've written like these top 5 families or these top 3 families written all this shit to happen, or they got some type of witchcraft that they do, and everything plays out on time. Everything plays out on time. Like exact moments. So let's go into the celebrity names. Like we got Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Let's look at his name. Schwartz. Schwartz is black in Greek. And Nager is, of course, the Nagars, the gods, the niggers. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwartz, black, Nager, black nigger, as they call it but black Nagars, the Nagars, the Negus. So one name, right? Let's go to Magic Johnson, right? Magic Johnson had caught AIDS, right? He was one of the first ones to get his AIDS cured. But what I seen with his name was Magic and Johnson. Johnson is another name for a man's private area. If we have children watching. But this is educational purposes, not, get your head out the gutter. No zest fest over here. Strictly understanding language, and everything is pre-written and predestined. I seen somebody else's name, but let's go back to Barack Obama. Baraka is the Mortal Kombat character, right? This is why I put the picture up. Barack, name Baraka, really represents a spiritual gift. A spiritual gift from God. So I'm looking like, so his name Barack Obama, I mean, you gifted the land with homosexual to be free. You gifted You gifted the land Abomination. I see what people used to say, like the anti-Christ and all that, because of his name represent. Because I never seen nobody say that as far as like the abomination in his name. Then again, I probably have years ago. I don't know. But when I started realizing that shit, I'm like, bro, his name, and this was like years, like way after he was out of the White House, or it was in between because he had 2 terms, but he didn't give black people nothing, and we was like the Medicaid, like yeah, but that was for everybody. That was for every American, everybody in America legalized and all that. That had the Medicare shit and the phone shit. But it was like as far as for black people, shit got worse for us. But and shit was already getting worse, but shit got worse because of the minds that we seen the face of Obama, like, oh, he finna change everything. And that's how they had got us the first time for 8 years straight. We lost a lot of good people. We lost a lot of people. We lost a lot of youth. A lot of youth couldn't even grow up. Couldn't even grow and express themselves. They died young. They went to the grave young. Some, yeah, like we have our own problems in our community, of course. But that's the thing. It's like we seen his face. So, fast forward today, it's like with Kamala Harris. A lot of black people still be mad, but they don't get it. Why would you vote for another person because of a face? That's not gonna make nothing change or somebody respect you. You got crackers out here that'll watch you and plot on your every move. Like yesterday, I'm going to get some burritos and being burritos and shit. I don't eat meat, but I ain't even went to this restaurant in a minute, but I've been going lately. There's a fat white lady, and I ain't got nothing against no fat people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But she was just like thinking she all that, like just big and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say shit. I moved out the way. Like, I know people have bad days, but don't, and then like when my food got called, she getting to turn over. Like I'm trying to read whatever she was doing on the thing, putting her card in. I'm like, I'm like, man, I finna say something like, man, I don't want your money. I'm richer than you. Like you got ancestors who stole everything, and yet I'm still richer than you. All our people is richer than you thieves. Cause these crackers sit up here and be like, acting like they better than somebody, bro. Acting like, you know what I'm saying, like somebody owed them something, bro, and then or like somebody want to steal from them. Like that's that guilty conscience. That's that guilty conscience. Like that's that guilty conscience. Like we got segregation, right? This is the thing with the segregation. It's like I really want to kind of go separate on that. You know what I'm saying? Although I named it in the title, but segregation, it's like we in a different time where it's like we got Arabs, Eastern Indians, Koreans, and Chinese people in the black community, right? So how is this segregation gonna play out for like in you know what I'm saying? How is this gonna play out? Like because really segregation was whites only and blacks or colored folks only, right? Colored folks over here, whites over here, right, right, right. So it's like, although I don't see this shit just gonna play out like, you know what I'm saying, like how they think they wanted to play out, or even us as black people, we just gotta be on our head. We gotta be on each other's head, like, you know what I'm saying? Not in no negative way, but like you got black people, yeah, and I get it, like we got food and all that, but when it come to clothes, it's like we can't keep giving we ain't no way in hell like we in a time of technology where you can order shit online, right? So let it be like that. If it get like that, let that shit rock out like that. That's gonna make us be more responsible responding, because the word responsibility ain't nothing but the word uh a compound word of responding ability. If you got the ability to respond, if you hungry, you go get your ass up and respond, right? So it's the same thing. Like when it comes to us as a collective, we have to respond. We gotta, support. But it's not about just money. It's about like just putting people, knowing, getting to know people, figuring people, not knowing people like everyday basis, but just cause it's shit like I'm in Flint. Ain't shit really here. We gotta go far out to go get vegan shit or you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not making no vegan ass restaurant. I ain't gonna lie. But I be feeling like damn nigga, you one of the ones that's been on this shit for years. Maybe I gotta try some shit all like that. Like do a vegan, like some type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different shit that I be thinking about, like when it comes to the segregation shit. Like we got they tripping. They be tripping. I thought he hit that motherfucking shit, but I ain't hit shit. But we got all these outsiders. We got Arabs, East Indians, like I said, and it's like how this segregation gonna play out with them, because they got to get the fuck on too then, because they don't rock with us. They just love our money. They just love the black women and love taking our energy, aka the money. They don't give a fuck about they don't give a fuck about the community, because if they did, they'll circulate. Although that's ignorance, we really don't have to expect shit from them. But just saying, like if it was really all for all love, they will circulate that some of that bread into our community and as into humanity, not just the community but humanity. But it ain't no such thing as no humanitarian. It's only humanitarian individuals. It's not as a whole. I don't that fantasy world shit, bro. Like I don't live in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think about it like, yeah, that shit'd be cool. That shit'd be great. If it, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't living in that shit. We ain't living in no humanitarian system. You could be individually humanitarian, but you can't speak for your whole race. You know what I'm saying? And then 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, hell, 11 times out of 10, secretly, people will go hate black people regardless, bro. Arabs, Eastern Indians, and all that. You ain't got no money, they don't give a fuck about you. They ain't go feed you. They ain't go represent, walk, march with you. They ain't shit. One of yours get killed by the police, they or get mutilated, organs get harvested. It's us that's got to be out here or talking, talking about it. I don't see none of these culture vultures. Only thing they do is just mock the culture as far as music, clothes, and slang. They don't give a fuck about us, bro. That's why this segregation shit go through. That's why I'm saying this why I was saying this shit like a couple months ago, December. Like, nigga, bring this shit, bro. I'm tired of sitting back having to go through this shit by my goddamn self and see other people go through this shit by themselves. All that, oh, we need Kamala Harris, we need a black face. That shit still would have been worse. It would have been the same shit, but just got worse. Like black people be petty as hell, man. I'm telling you, some black Americans it be the older generation, not every older person, but the ones who can't articulate nothing about history, but be want to talk a little bit of history, but be trying to depend on politicians and don't think as a collective or don't want to reevaluate life. Dr. Umar Johnson, E5 is my spokesman now. I consider him my spokesman, and I still listen to everybody else, but he be making more sense than a lot of fuck shit. From a political stance, from a collective stance, from an educational stance, from a psychologist stance, like Like I should go to school for psych because my pops went to school for psychology. So I don't want to. So you guys, you want to be like Dr. Umar Johnson. You got some haters and shit. No, my pops was just he went to school for psychology. He never finished though. It's the thing. It's spiritually everything be spiritually divine. It's like how he said he related to Frederick Douglass. Like I have an auntie named Ida B. Cuba, bro. Like we got Ida B. Wells that went around, going around with the laws way different back then in Ida B. Wells' time, right? She going around places where they were, and I don't want to say the L word, lynching, hanging, and she like going around like, and then ain't no laws to, like she wasn't giving a fuck, bro. She was powerful for real. And I got an 18 named IDBQ, but that'd be the crazy. I'll be thinking like, damn, I wonder that they name her like my great aunties, great uncles named her that, or great. I think she was my great. No, she wasn't my great auntie, but yeah. Anyway, it's like we got little like stuff like that, like where the signs be all around you, man. Like the ancestors, like we be because they be trying to make us look like we not a part of this. We not a part of our ancestors. Like yeah, these are ancestors, but we not. We don't have no feel. That's some stupid shit to think. If you think because I don't know, bro. I don't let nobody think for me, man. I don't let nobody think for me. Let me hang this back up. I don't let nobody think for me. You know what I'm saying? Tell them I'm talking about some slavery was this time and this long ago. We in a different time. We ain't in no motherfucking different time, man. It just shit got evolved. It's still the same. Oh shit, hold on, my fault, y'all. See, I had that shit right. Now that shit got a glare in it. Damn. Alright, fuck it. We ain't in no different time though. Shit might have evolved as far as like technology and shit, but I don't fall into this. I don't fall into that shit. I don't fall into that like that illusionary shit like where it's like, oh, we could talk to a computer now. Why everybody acting like this? Why they want to bring back 1960s? Because they never loved you. They never have no respect for you. They never honor you. They never honored your ancestors. Even when even our they ain't honor the ancestors. There was only a few of them. They even bowed down, Caucasians, because they showed them how to clean themselves. And still up to this day. Still up to this day. You gotta. We have to show them how to wash it, or our people have to show them how to wash up, how to wipe, how to clean, how to. So it's like, go ahead and make your choice, because a lot of us ain't dumb. Like, yeah, we got our own troubles, but these are our people. You ain't finna come bully my brother or bully my sister. Like I be seeing videos, like they always show us on this internet, like segregate this internet too. They always show us like be the ones stealing, bullying, killing each other. Like you ain't fooling the world though. You might be fooling some brainwashed niggas all across the other outside of the United States or some house niggas in the States. But as an overall, it's a lot of rebellious Black Americans and blacks in the diaspora of the world. They know the programmings. They know the programming. I be seeing some videos. I be like, yeah, like catching black women stealing and shit. But I'm like, y'all stole the whole world. Watch people. So now y'all doing the same shit, but except now you don't feel no guilty. Like, oh yeah, look at them, they stealing. Look at her, pathetic, just stealing, recording, taking pictures and videos and shit. Same thing your ancestors was doing before they got the raping and pillaging giving us culture that ain't ours or somebody else's culture. You done revamped and stole their culture. Other black, it's just like shit. Like we went on the whole goddamn thing, and now you doing it still got the same attitude today, but except it's to make you feel a little bit more or less guilty about your ancestors, because you are your ancestors. This is why they try to say like, oh, slavery it's old. You ain't dealing with it. It is because they are the children of the ancestors, so they don't want to feel guilty because this was your ancestors. This is your ancestors doing. What we doing today, where our people be stealing, and they ain't doing shit but taking back, not even taking back. They ain't doing shit but just getting shit off their land. You just got a price tag on it and making us do this shit. Making us pay for things that naturally grow on the earth or birth from a chicken of an egg, chicken from an egg from an egg from a chicken, giving us milk that's not even from a cow. Every other species, baby pigs take baby pigs take pig milk. Dog puppies take their mother's titty. Elephants, lions, bulls, whatever animal, puppies take they own mothers or they own animal, but literally it's the mother though. But for some odd reason, we the only people that's taking cow. Now I don't have nothing against nobody. I'm just saying the obvious. Like we was, I don't know. I know that's kind of a sensitive topic as far as like because in information I don't even really know. Like I don't know if it was programmed by the European or if it was something that we did in the ancient time before like milking cows. As far as milking cows or because our ancestors or the ancient ancestors studied the animals and the insects. Like I talked about this yesterday with the scarab beetle. Like our ancestors grafted everything. They just didn't graft themselves or they wasn't worshiping. See, if only fools be run their mouth about shit and be like, oh, the ancestors was worshiping, they was worshiping gods, idolizing gods, and now you got black people who following this white man head without even doing their own due diligent research or can't even, I mean, you can, but you got to have an open mind, an open spirit. You got to fast. You got to be clean. You got to pray in order for you, whatever you start looking at, it'll start looking different. You might see the scarab beetle one day years ago. You like, nah, they was worshiping it. But if you take a time and keep looking, you go see like, hold on, they documenting animals and insects, whatever they do, what they was naturally born to do. Nobody didn't put a book to them and told them, like, just imagine a Caucasian just going up to beetles and goats and bulls, like, yeah, read this. Can you read this? And they just get to whooping their ass and biting the shit out their ass. Like, yeah. Yeah, they go, this shit don't be making no sense. The only reason why we got stripped is because we was whooping their ass. Just imagine like swords, without even the capoeira. If y'all know what capoeira is, they call it the Brazilian fighting move, but it don't come from Brazilian. That's that white brainwashing shit. They used it for the wars, the black Brazilians, which Brazilians in South America, but capoeira is rooted from the roots is in Angola, Africa. So they was whooping their ass without even no guns, using just capoeira, drums. Drums is giving them energy. This is why they banned the drums. The Haitian Revolutionary, every revolution, every war, they had to ban drums. They had to ban. Hey, you know what's funny? BAN, ban. Nah, today this is just a bunch of bitch ass niggas. BAN, bitch ass niggas. Because a lot of these niggas today just be killing each other. They fell for this shit. Talking to the white man like right now. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that. Cause niggas is ratty. I went live about this fuck ass nigga talking about Tupac. Now the shit is out. Now the shit is out. Like you ain't did shit. You hated on this man, and now your punk house nigga ass known as a snitch now. I been saying this shit like nigga, you just working. You working for somebody. You working for somebody. You shitting on Tupac, mad at Tupac. Oh, he ain't did shit. But hold on, I'm on because that shit caught up. I seen some shit coming. Going to these white people face and they don't fuck with you. Going to these white people platforms and they don't rock with you. Yeah, they might give you a little bag. You can get that bag, but if you talk too much for a bag, bro, that bag is gonna be worthless. And if you got seeds, it's still worthless. It's still worthless. You'd rather be in jail for something productive, like protecting yourself from a cracker or protecting your child from a cracker or somebody sick in the mind, molestation. But you going to jail because you running your fucking mouth to a fucking devil that don't give a fuck about you, just kicking back. Oh, I've been to jail too. I was enslaved too. Yeah, it was a whole different, like, this is not your fucking brother, bro. Not your brother, bro. These is not your brothers and sisters, bro. Cause it would have been a change. It would have been that Obama change. It would have been a whole fucking change, bro. On my soul, bro. So I don't get caught up in that. That shit don't, that shit don't. I don't get caught up in that neither. I don't get caught up in that shit neither. You know what I'm saying? But our people was doing these wars and shit though, using sticks, spirits, and then they get to talking this shit. You got crackers who talk this nasty, stinking ass, funky ass crackers who go back to the jungle. Go back to Africa. Like this was Africa too. You big dumb motherfuckers. Like we wasn't on this land. We was already on the land. Yeah. Yeah, we got history and documents, and then on top of that, it's documented that you stripped the languages, banned the drums, banned the natural weapons from nature, or not really weapons, but we use shit as weapons. You ban all that, then teach the children of the ancestors who was banned from their languages and killed if they spoke their language, then taught the children, the Anglo English, whatever type of up to this point where what we speaking, this false tongue, it's not our shit. So when we say when we say some shit like we Cherokee and we this tribe or we Hebrew Israelites, we gotta know that this shit is in English. This shit like even Africa. But the thing I feel like with the Hebrew Israelites, the African American shit, it's hidden words inside of them, it's hidden phrases or even energy. Like I said, because everything do be predestined, and some shit like karma depth, it always roll back around in an instance like the 9/11. You can see all the 11. You see all like, what the hell? Why is 11 showing up like that? So it's the same instance with any and everything. America, when you spell America, African, and Puerto Rican out, African, American, and Puerto Rican, RICAN. You see that in African, American, and Puerto Rican, right? The Rican. So it's like, I see that shit as like, okay, like, yeah, this let me know, like, the Mexicans, dark Mexicans, not the ones with the small lips looking like Caucasians or is Caucasians. You just speak Spanish and shit. You still smell like a dog. You ain't no different. Them to your ancestors. these is all we is all different tribes, but been here on this planet longer than this Caucasian. Even if we had our own tribal wars, I feel like that would just I don't know. I don't know if the tribal wars is down there turning shit into genocide, but from this point on, how we live in a day, it's like I don't even try to really waste time on thinking like negatively on the past because this is us, the good and the bad. Cause we in the moment today where we gotta tie our shoes up, strap them boots up, and I'm talking about on any level, using that as an analogy, like getting educated, having self love, showing love to others who might not have it or might have it, might be going like because we don't live as no community no more. We live as like we really is integrated into we've been integrated so long like the shit look normal and it's created psychopaths. It's created a lot of psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissistic black people because we've been forced to do some shit. And like that movie Get Out, like my man had them tears coming down his eyes, and it was a sign like I'm sold out, but I'm still here though. So it's like you still got that soul, but it's like you gotta get out. Niggas be crying for real, low key. Like I said this shit before, and I seen other people say this shit like, um, people being in interracial relationships for it was crazy. I was talking about this shit, and I watched a lecture with Dr. Umar Johnson and I forgot the podcast name, but the dude on the podcast was like, it's like they do this shit for attention. And I'm like, damn, I said the same shit. People get in interracial relationships for attention. They not doing it off the basis of how they really feeling for that person, bro. It's for attention, bro. Especially with women. But really, man, because man trying to get the woman attention, and the woman try to get the man attention. We just doing shit for attention, bro. That's why I'm like not getting involved in that. And plus, how I grew up is my first, my nah, I'm smart. You know, yeah, like it's good looking women, good looking white women, good looking Asian women, it's good looking women in every race. But don't let that lust trick you out the soul. Like shit, don't let that lust trick you out of some illusionary love. You know what I'm saying? And if you order, because it's I didn't even know it was like I knew Frederick Douglass had a white wife, but that was his second wife. His first wife was black, and she was like for a few decades. Like she wasn't a wife for 2 years, and then he had a white wife for 10 years or 20 years. No, his white wife, I think they was only around for like 2 years. They was only married for because he was older and shit. No, I give him a pass, but I can't say like I'll do some shit like that. Cause you know what I'm saying. But it's because us is young. When we young, I can't say for nobody older. As far as like elderly wise, 60 and 70. But I still can't say like if you can't speak your mind to them. I mean, sure, I get it. If you like, I'm on my last dying breath. I'm on my last breath. I'm not finna speak my mind no more. It's like I can't go out like that though. I ain't going out like that. That's why I said like that's why I do what I do today. I eat how I eat. I fast how I fast. Even if I still get old, I'd rather do it on my time and my terms. I'm not rushing shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been on 40 minutes. Oh damn, I should have been charging my phone up. It's always good at 80%. So I'm finna get up out of here. I just wanted to mention this, you know what I'm saying, about, a couple little things pertaining to, the Obama administration when he was in. He brought in the LGBTQ sign shit, sign this shit in. And, like some black people do realize the shit, but what they still fail to realize was like Kamala wasn't gonna be no difference. It wasn't gonna be no difference. Like, cause I remember I seen a video, like, what was it, like November last year? Like a dude had to shoot up a building of or shot at a gay dude or something. I forgot how it went. I think he shot the whole building up because he said the dude was harassing him. The gay dude was harassing him. Like, you just can't be coming at nobody like shit, like, and thinking it ain't no repercussion. If you know somebody straight, leave their ass alone, cause they'll fucking fuck you up, or give you a hint. And you gotta say pause on that shit, cause them motherfuckers might take that shit on some other shit. But for real though, like this is, what I'm saying. I ain't fucking with Obama or Donald Trump. I ain't fucking with him, but I'm not finna, cause I'm not living in fear. But I do stay aware of my surroundings. I do stay aware of my surroundings. Like, these devils gonna be devils, man. That's just what it is. It's like ain't no changing it. Ain't no changing it. Ain't no Bible go change them. No Jesus go save them. No Muhammad go save them. You know. And I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking forward to like. I'm not even looking forward nothing from them, bro. That's all I got to say. Like, like we they want us to have self-doubt because when we've been living in this individualistic mind shit so long, and they watch us like we like clowns and shit on the in the circus. Like, we clown each other, do each other ball. But when it comes to speaking up about them and in the situations, shit they don't put on the news, it's like shit. It's like fantasy world. See, it's like shit, like fantasy world for real. You know. But I'm up out of here though. Peace.